Hola a todo el mundo. Hello everybody. My name my name is Frank and I'm gonna be uh, leading out this um today, which it'll be working with tables. Now today I decided to do this in English. Um so because I know I've been having audience who are Spanish speakers, but I'm also having some audience who does not speak Spanish, and I don't want to deprive anybody from being able to enjoy the content. So today it is gonna be in English. Um, so what I'm gonna bring out today, or what I'm gonna be discussing today, is how we can work with tables. And today we're gonna actually create a resume on Microsoft Word. I will not go that deep into the formatting because, to be honest, resume is something that will take some time to work with. So it is not something that we can actually master and do in just a matter of 20 minutes, which it's kind of the goal with these videos, around 20 to 25 minutes, maybe 30 as at the most. So, but I will give out a little bit of what it is, and hopefully you guys ask me anything. Um, you can definitely ask me down the comments, or if you want me to talk about something later, like maybe explore Microsoft Excel, Microsoft PowerPoint, or even Microsoft Word, something else you want to know about it, just feel free to let me know, and so that way I can start preparing for that specific one, and I can answer your question. At the end of the day, all we want is to make sure that you're making the most out of your tools or whatever you have available. Um, now, like I said, resume is something that is very important these days. Now, there's a lot of technical things when it comes to it. I am going to go briefly into it. I would not put a lot of information. I would just set up the format. So then that way we can show you how you can format it and how you can do it from scratch. Okay. Um, so for that, I'm gonna bring out my Microsoft Word page, and then I'm right here. I'm gonna go ahead and start with a blank document. Uh, I'm gonna double click there on that blank document, and it should just give me a new Microsoft Word file. There we go. We're in. Okay. So when we talk about resume, or whenever we see that, there are certain things or certain points that you want to see there. One of them, it's the it's gonna be the profile, or it could have different names. Be honest. But that's usually how some people name it. The second thing is gonna be the experience. I'm sorry about that. And the third thing that I'm just gonna add today is gonna be the education. And we talked before about the headings, so I'm gonna go ahead and format it with headings. So I'm gonna give this heading one. I'm gonna also give this one heading one too, and I'm gonna give this one also a heading one. Right, so there we have the three headings. Now on this in this one, normally the profile it's just a paragraph. It's not really something that long. But like I said, we want to make sure that everything is all perfectly aligned. So I'm gonna add a table there, and that table is only gonna have one row and one column. It's a one by one table. All right, and that's where I'm gonna write my profile. My experience in here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna also insert the table, but in this case, whenever we talk about experience, we want to have two things, because normally we want to have the company and the title of the job title Usually it's on the left side, and then we put the dates on the right side, and we want to make sure it's all perfectly aligned and that there will not be any problems with the formatting. So this is kind of an easy way to do it. Let's say um, I've been working for the same company for 10 years, so I'm just gonna use that one. Um, and then for lastly, education. With education experience, I'm gonna do the same thing as I did with the experience. So with education, then I will just add a table with two columns, right? So now that's how the resume is starting to look like. All with tables. Like I said, the tables all. It's not like you have to do it with a table. It's just is an easy way to keep it all aligned, which is at the end what we want to do. We want to. I mean, I haven't met anybody who wants to spend that much time on a resume. So this is just an easy way to get it done, right? It's very important your information. So I'm in this case I'm gonna just use my the information as a title. Okay, so this one will be I'll use it as a title. So here it is. So it'll be as a title. Now let's start formatting this. So there we go. We got John Doe there. And then in here, I'm just gonna type a very basic paragraph. So John Doe is detail oriented professional with 10 years of experience in communications and networking. Okay. So then of course we have to proofread. So um, I will not stop that much there. And then when I go to the experience, let's say that John Doe was working on the wireless company. So he worked for the wireless company. So let's add that there. The wireless company. And he was a network technician. So and then part of his role was to work with um, with let's resolve outages, solve network outages, perform updates, and upgrades on several components of the switch, and troubleshoot the network. I'm like I said, this is not an actual resume. I'm just giving an example of how we can format it. So there we go. And then he worked there. That was from or let's put January 2010 to present because he was still working there. Right? and that is in somewhere dot ct used to put somewhere dot ht used to put like a state abbreviation there. Um, so we can start looking at the format, and it is all starting to uh, get start to show some shapes. I mean, starting to get a really good idea of what exactly is going on. And then education. Let's say that he has a BS um in information systems from that uh, that state university. And he's the class of 2008. So actually, he just have been working with the same company for close to 10 years now. Well, a little over 10 years. Then he's the class of 2018. Now, as you can see, I have everything aligned there, which is kind of what we want. We want to make sure that whenever we're dealing with a resume, everything has to be aligned. Why? Because means a line on a resume is gonna tell the recruiter that you either don't know A, or B, you don't care, or even C, that you are a little bit messy. So um, the resume is it's something that will actually talk highly about you and will put on some impression on who you are. So in here, let's start fixing it, because definitely that's not how we want it. So the first thing we want to do is that this text here, we usually want that to be aligned to the right. Okay, and then here we want to probably highlight the company name and the title. So in here we want to probably make it a little bit bigger, maybe a 14 could work. Actually, it's too big. Let's go with 12. This is close enough. And then the company, we want to probably do that one in bold. So I pressed Control B, which is bold. So you can also go there. I just happen to know that the shortcut for that one. Same thing here. We want it to be in bold. And there we go. And then in here we wanna go ahead and um, fix this out a little bit also. So the same thing, we're gonna justify to go to be aligned to the right, and then we want to get it in bold, um, bold, and we want this also in bold, and there we go. Now it's starting to look better, right? What will be the next step here? The next step here will be we can go ahead and drag this line a little bit more towards the right. So then that way we have a little bit more room for the bullet points. And since we want this to be uniform, then we probably want to get this one also there with the same way. So there we go. It looks quite close. Now number three. Now what's next? I really lost the count already. So what's next? We don't want to show those borders, definitely. So let's get rid of those borders. And how we do it, we want to make sure that both cells are selected. And then we're going to go to table design. And here on table design, we are going to select no borders. There we go, no borders. Same thing here. We're gonna select both. And we're gonna go here. Borders, I already have it selected. No borders. Perfect. And same thing here. No borders. Boom. There you go. There you got your resume. Using tables. It's pretty quick. It's easy, and it's a fast way to get it done. So, if you want to update your experience, which it's something that could happen, I mean, you're gonna just deal with it the same way. You maybe if you want to, you can stop here, and let's say you want to add the experience when you were working while you were at school. So you're gonna right click here, and then right click. We're gonna insert, and then gonna insert. Then we're gonna insert because you're gonna talk about older experience in that one. Then you want to make sure you put that below. So we want to keep always the most recent experiences at the top. So we're gonna do that one below, and then let's say it was for a supermarket. So I'm just gonna name the supermarket. However, supermarket, uh, uh, the corner. Let me wait. The neighborhood market. Then probably he worked there as a cashier, and then in here the text for the bullet points are 11, and then I'll put I don't know whatever description here. Check out customers or catch out customers. Um, Count and maintain the petty cache, and it looks like I'm actually writing all this in the wrong place. So let me get this. I'm gonna Control C, then let me. Yep, I was there in the wrong one. There we go. Now I am on the right one. There we go. Okay, and then this is also a. Well, I'm sorry. This will be this. There we go. So now you can see here how I did it, and then for that one, mhm, let me do something here real quick. So I may want to see the borders while I'm working. Yeah. All right. Let me. So this is something that it could happen. So let me just go ahead and show all the borders just while I'm working on it. Then after that we can get rid of those borders. This let me cut. So that what I did there is cut. Control X, Command X if you're working on a Mac, and then there we go. And then we want to make sure that there's a little bit more room here, so I can just. There we go. It looks a little bit better. And so let's say that he worked for the neighborhood market from maybe 2005 to 2010 or December 2009. So we're gonna just go ahead and add that there, um, and then it'll be in bold. And it was from September. Let me get this in bold. September 2005 to December 2009. And then he was working on the same place. So that was somewhere in that state. So um, there we go. So that's a way of designing and creating a resume there. Now, again, we don't want to see those borders whenever we want to print this out as a to just hand it out. So in here, we go then and format the table and just select no borders, and there we go. It's all properly aligned. This was pretty quick. It was pretty easy. Um, just a few steps, right? Like I said, I'm not gonna go that deep in details on how to format it, how to maybe use more narrowed margins, which is something I would do. Personally, I like to take advantage of the whole page, so I will try to put as much as I can on one single page. But yeah, that's a basic way to leverage the tables to create a resume. All right. Once again, thank you everybody for watching. And if you have any question about how to get it done, how to work with the resume, do not hesitating asking. I'm here. I'm really here available to answer those questions, and I'll put on our information if you want to contact us um, somewhere that is probably not the comment box. Then you can find us on our website. It's www.mwprdev.com. You can also send us a text message to 817-MWPRDEV. That will be 697-7338. You can call there. You can use the same phone number if you want to reach out to us on using WhatsApp. So that number is our main number basically. You can definitely also email us to admin@mwprdev.com. Um, so if you're interested in learning more about this, or maybe you want to get this knowledge or to go on to your workplace, and we can share it with your coworkers and everybody there just to help them out, then we're also available for that. Just use the same means of communication to get a hold of us. Um, so yeah, that'll be it, and it'll be until the next time. Thank you, everybody.